Could you maybe give an example of, how digital signage can enhance the customer experience?
Yeah, so the easiest way, I guess, I think the most relatable way is to talk about it in a retail environment. So if you look at the digital journey for a real retail environment from like beginning to end, and you have to look at it two ways. You can look at it from the retailer's perspective, which is what do I actually want to accomplish? And then from the consumer's perspective, which is what do I actually want to expect? What's my experience? What's my expectation, right? What's going to get me to engage? And so one thing that digital signage does in a retail environment, there's so many different things that you can do with it and again, creating these experiences where it used to be just, I would interact with a screen and then we would look at different things like data and analytics and we'd say, well, how long did I engage with that screen? How long did I, dwell at that screen? Did I move on? Did I interact with anything? And it's become so much more than that. So if you look at it from that perspective, from a retailer's perspective, you can have, cameras, for instance, that are throughout the entire store. And then you have different players that are playing different types of content on different screens. And now as I move through the store, like my pathway, what my dwell time is, my emotions when I'm interacting with something, even what I'm wearing is all brought together and stitched together at the end. So you can create this analytics and data. So you know exactly what I'm thinking as I'm moving throughout the store. So you can actually change what that advertisement looks like or how you actually lay out your store, what's going to be more engaging. And you can actually sense my emotions as well based on the content that you're showing me, which allows these retailers to really just change and be super agile. So you can put new content on the screen as quickly as possible, right? You can get this information down in real time and adjust. And that is something that we've never seen before. Like all of the AI that's been brought into this, which I know, people get nervous when you talk about AI, but all the AI that's brought into this really does benefit the retailer. And then if you look at it from a consumer perspective, if I'm going to go into the store, like especially since COVID, it's hard to get people back into these brick and mortars because even though we all wanted to get out of our houses and do different things, there's still this luxury and it's so easy to just order online, right? So what's going to get me to actually go to the mall? And for me personally, it would be like trying on clothes, for instance. So if I'm going to go to a store, I still expect to have some type of a hybrid experience where if I go to a store and I want to go try on clothing, I'm going to have an experience within the dressing rooms, for instance, right? Where I can order things online right from my dressing room. I can have other things brought to me by interacting and creating this entire experience. Then you have others that maybe don't want that. I know sometimes it depends on my mood. And so you have the ability then for the ones that actually just don't want to go into a dressing room, where you could just look into a mirror and that mirror will actually allow you to see what a hat looks like, what a shirt looks like, what the sunglasses look like on you, right? And so it's about creating these personal experiences and then bridging them together based on the consumers coming in. And what's brilliant about it is that you don't have to choose one or the other. They all coexist together, right? And then you get all of that data and that analytics